hustler, bitch, she don't sleep, but she don't play. Sticking up girls from around the fucking way. Strap lovable, hateful but huggable. Always in trouble and definitely fuckable.
Yeah, and a bit of breaking news. I always tell you that real life, reality, is better than fiction. I didn't make that up, obviously. I'm sure you've heard that many times. You have these Hollywood type individuals out there. They can't even give us anything original in terms of movies or shows. Look to real life, baby. The Sun torched Rayshard Brooks' girlfriend, Natalie White. Yes, Natalie White is her name, arrested for setting fire to Wendy's, where he was shot dead by cops. Police have arrested the girlfriend of Rayshard Brooks, who was accused of setting fire to the Wendy's where her boyfriend was shot dead on June 12th. Isn't he a married family man? 3 kids? Isn't that what they've been telling me? That this guy is some great upstanding citizen, doting father of 3, loving husband. But he's out here with this literal white woman, Natalie White, 29, who was caught on surveillance, allegedly setting fire to the restaurant where Brooks died, was arrested on Tuesday. Natalie White! See some photos here. Ooh. Natalie White. Look into those eyes, everybody. Say what you want about this woman. Definitely a ride or die bitch. You've got his wife over here collecting money. They set up the GoFundMe. Out here on the news, looking like an idiot. She's looking like Hillary Clinton, the way she got played. Talking this and that about how great of a dad this guy is. Oh, the funeral. Ooh. If your husband was out there banging some chick on the side, you set up the GoFundMe for him. You don't want to say this to sound crude, but those kids are definitely, in my opinion, as well as this woman here, I think her name was Tamika, better off without him. He's a loser. He's a deadbeat. He's got a criminal record. He was only going to drag the family down. Now, in this case, they're at $221,000, looking to get to $250,000. Hopefully, that'll be something where this woman is able to set up a college fund for the kids. Hopefully, she's smart with the money. I don't know how the taxation works on this, but hopefully she's able to just set aside $50,000 each, right? 3 kids, $50K each. After taxes, maybe that roughly works out if there is taxes, but set that aside for a college fund. Let these girls go to school. They'll be allowed into college with lower standards than other ethnicities, especially if they get to an Ivy League. But this could be a good thing. Long run, these girls will be way better off, and the woman here will be way better off without that deadbeat in their life. This man's out here hooking up with a white woman. A white woman. Look at the eyes of this woman. You've heard me before. I love sexiness. Power, baby. She's bad. Look at her. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office Fugitive Unit confirmed the arrest of White on suspicion of arson in a tweet. They tweeted it. The day and age we live in. The arrest came as Brooks' family were grieving at his funeral in Atlanta, Georgia. Amazing that coincidence. They happen on the same day. You gotta love it. They're out here praising this guy for how great he was. Look what he was up to. Police issued a warrant for her arrest a few days ago, claiming she is partly to blame for setting the fire at the fast food restaurant the day after Brooks' death. On the night of his death, Brooks, who is married, apparently... We'll need to see if Natalie White knew about that, if he was doing it on the down low. It's probably on the down low, though. Told police he was at Wendy's to pick up food for him and his girlfriend, Natalie White, and he did mention her several times in the video. I actually had to go back and rewatch it because originally when I saw parts of it, when I talked about it a week ago, I didn't even catch that whole thing where he mentioned her name. According to the Daily Mail, White's attorney Drew finally confirmed that she was, in fact, that says here, the women. There probably were women, but it says here, the attorney confirmed that she was, in fact, the woman Brooks referred to as his girlfriend, but did not share any further details on her life. Homewrecker! Look at her. Oh, she's so bad. Ooh. So there's the criminal. Okay, here we go. She is absolutely not responsible, Findling told the Daily Mail, adding that by the time she was photographed at the scene, the restaurant was on fire. And they did say partly above. Atlanta police officers responded to a complaint that Brooks was parked and asleep in the drive-through line after failing a sobriety test. He was placed under arrest. Okay, we know the rest. Ladies, say you're married. We'll get to the whole allegedly part of the crime, but say you're married. Say I'm your guy, right? And I end up getting killed. And you're out there celebrating my life. And you find out that there's some other hizzo out there that I was tapping on the side. How would that make you feel when you're at home at night? You're at home at night talking to your kids, and the kids are going to catch wind of this story. Mommy, who's this Natalie White woman that Daddy was out there with that night, getting some Wendy's together? Couldn't you guys have had a classier meal? Come on, Rayshard, Wendy's, come on. Take Natalie someplace nice. Take that white woman out for a nice dinner. Red Lobster. How would you feel, though? You're getting clowned in public, basically. You're out here trying to lie to the world, talking about how great this guy was, and she had to know. She had to know this guy was a piece of garbage. Look at his arrest record, right? Now, the justice wheels have been set in motion, so we'll see what happens with Officer Rolfe and everything like that. I've talked about that in other videos, but real quick, with Natalie White, they say she was, according to the article here, partly responsible. So what does that mean? Did she throw the first Molotov? Did she light the first match? Granted, in a fire, there could be a little tiny fire over in a certain area of the restaurant, and then she comes in and does something else and creates the thing to totally go up. So we'll see what happens here. I was listening to the charges, and they were talking about potential prison sentences for this type of crime, and it was pretty lengthy. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But again, the main point of this video is they got her. Looked like it was pretty quick. What they said, a couple days after they issued the warrant. And again, like I said, ladies, if you're out there, this was your husband. You're out there celebrating, telling the world how great he is, but yet he's got some side piece. And she is the one who burned down the Wendy's. His wife dropped the ball. She should have been there burning down the Wendy's. He's got that white bitch. Ride or die, bitch. I love it. What can you say? Real life, better than fiction, right? All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll follow this case and see what happens in terms of what she'll be charged with, if any other people are going to be charged. Thanks again, everybody. Take care.